Hello, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive. Welcome to another weekly Winged Wisdom Oracle reading for this week, August 12th. I almost said April. That's where my brain is at. August 12th, and it is a hot one. I'm hoping that you're surviving wherever you're at. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I've got a couple of really cool things that I want to share with you guys. So this week, let's call in, as usual, all the archangels, the ascended masters, our creature teachers, elementals, loved ones in spirit, highest guides, light beings. Come on into this space. Bring us the guidance and clarity that we need to live our highest and best lives this week. And I'm feeling the Shadowscapes. So let's see what we've got this week. I'm hearing the phrase powerhouse, feeling that there is a lot of energy going to be floating around this week for all of us. Powerhouse. Let's see what the cards have to say. Justice. So justice requires detachment. This is a card of detachment. So this week we are really going to, and justice is blind, we are really going to have to focus on any decisions that we make, detaching from the, first of all, the outcome, and detaching, second of all, from how we approach it. So I'm feeling that emotions are running high this week for all involved. Everybody this week is going to have some incident or situation or conversation that is going to be very emotionally charged. And whatever decisions need to be made out of these situations, you need to be emotionally detached. It doesn't mean be a zombie or a robot. What it feels like is taking a step back, being the observer. So when you're in a heated situation or you're in a highly emotionally charged situation, take a step back and see if you can detach from your emotions and look at it, not necessarily logically, but look at it without the emotion involved, so that you can really get a clear picture of what the other person is trying to say, trying to communicate, trying to receive. I feel like emotions actually get in the way this week. So you want to, when we talk about justice, justice is blind. If you've ever had any kind of dealings with the court system, it can be very nerve-wracking, especially if you're the plaintiff or you're the person who has been wronged or caused harm has been caused to them. It's very dispassionate in a lot of ways, the way that the lawyers handle things, the way the law sees it. The judge might have sympathy for you, but at the end of the day, the question is, was a law broken? And if the law wasn't broken, they don't care about your plight. It's a no. And if the law was broken, then it's okay, to what degree was the law broken? And when you get emotion involved and you're not detached, you can feel slighted, hurt, you feel victimized, you feel taken advantage of, you feel that justice wasn't served. So this week the message is to detach, and I hear lovingly detach. So when you're dealing with situations highly charged with loved ones in particular, lovingly detach from the situation so you can still love the person and not like the choices that they make. Keep that in mind as things are going on. Also, I'm really drawn to the yellow of her hair in this card, and I feel that a lot of these issues, these emotional issues, are going to have to do with solar plexus related issues, identity. So ego. I'm feeling very much that a lot of the stuff that'll be coming through this week is going to trigger the ego, charge the ego, or be triggered by ego. So either your ego gets in the way, or someone else's ego is what is talking to you, and what is asking for what they're whatever they're asking for. So just be aware of this. Approach with loving detachment, or detach lovingly, and step back and be the observer, so that you can get more clear-headed in the decisions that you want to make. Emotions running high. This is Colette Baron-Reid's Spirit Animals deck, and this one, oh, here we go. This one shouted at me today. So obviously our creature teachers want to speak to us. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. So this makes a lot of sense. If you are going to be lovingly detached, if you're going to choose to take a step back and be the observer, you want to do it with love in your heart. You want to do it with kindness and generous of spirit. So this is definitely about being generous in the way that you approach the situation. So for example, if you are in the right and somebody is in the wrong, your action is going to be not to rub it in their face, not to pour salt on the wound. Your action is more going to be, hey, it could have been me. It could have just as easily been me. Or, had I been in your shoes, I would have done something differently. So be generous of spirit. Be kind in all of your dealings and all of your approaches this week. I'm also feeling, when I look at the card, I'm really drawn to the beautiful green, and the green is the heart chakra. So lion actually sort of represents lion, and tiger represents solar plexus chakra, which I was talking about earlier with her yellow hair. But I'm really drawn to the heart chakra, and it's because this is how you are able to come from a place of generosity. It's heart-based and heart-centered. If you're able to deal with everybody that comes your way from a heart-centered space rather than reacting to the ego, you will be better for it, and so will they. So that's how you're going to approach that generous of spirit. You are going to come from your heart space when coming up against any of these emotionally charged situations and scenarios. And don't beat yourself up if you don't get there right away. Sometimes the reaction may come out in you. You can always step back into this space or take a different path and bring yourself into this space, even if you find yourself reacting and you pop off and then you go, wait a second. I wasn't supposed to do that this week. This week I'm supposed to be the observer. You can do that even after you've popped off. So don't feel like it's a lost cause. Kind of like last week, we are in a new phase. This is a new normal. And we're all having to learn what that means for us. So be kind and generous of spirit to yourself as well as to the others that you meet. Wow, the readings this month are not super specific in terms of, career, work, love, all that kind of stuff, but they're very specific in the overall energies of what's swimming around. Eagle energy. Okay, and eagle energy is on a pink feather. So pink goes along. That's the other color of the heart chakra. So one color is the green, the healing, healer, healed. And the other half of the heart chakra is the pink, unconditional love, self-care, self-compassion. So I'm feeling that the pink is just sort of reinforcing the message that we have here. And then eagle energy. If you think about the eagle soars high above everyone else. They're great predators from the perspective of they can see their prey from, I don't know what the thing is, 200 meters or something crazy. But they can pinpoint their prey and they sort of swoop around and swoon around, and then they sort of go in for for their lunch and their dinner. So it feels very much like eagle eye vision, eagle eye perspective. And I feel like that's what you want to tap into here is the energy of the eagle. The eagle sees everything from above, sees the whole picture, and then decides after they've seen the whole picture how they want to step into it. That really fits in with this detachment and how I'm seeing the energy, emotionally charged situations. You want to step back or step above, fly above the situation and the scenario so that you can see all sides. You see everything that's going on. Rather than from this perspective, you're only seeing this portion of it, this person, this environment. You're seeing it from a one-sided perspective. Eagle sees it all. So you want to take that step back, view everything before you respond, and respond with that kindness and respond with that generosity of spirit. So eagle energy is really important, and I just keep hearing the eagle eye. So pay attention with your eagle eyes. Pay attention to what you're seeing, and this isn't just physically or only physically what you see. It's also what you're seeing from the broader perspective. It's what you're intuiting, what you see going on, what you see happening on an emotional level. Lots of emotionally charged stuff this week. All right, folks, that is our reading for the week. Let's brace ourselves. I know I'm doing that as well after this reading, and I'm thinking, what have I got coming up this week already on my calendar that I can prepare for? So I want to share with you that if you like this kind of thing, I offer a service called the Winged Wisdom Weekly Oracle Reading. You can get this done for you personally, and I tap into your energy and see what's going down for you in the week so that you can be prepared and really step fully into that amazing life that you desire and deserve. So if you're interested in that, it's offered as a subscription service as well as a single week if you just want to try it for 1 week and see how it goes. You can check that out on my website under my services page. Also wanted to talk to you about, it's going to be a couple of weeks from now, but I offer a service called Ground, Guidance, and Grow, and it is an online event experience. There's a little bit of a meditation. I pull a card like what we do here, so I never know what is going to happen. It's not pre-planned in any way. I pull a card, and that card becomes the theme for the month, and then I immediately download a meditation. Whatever comes through, and then each individual that has signed up for the event gets their own personal reading on how they can apply that theme to their month so that they have the most success for the month. It's a really cool experience, and it's really getting very popular, and it's limited. Last week I had almost full to capacity. I only had 2 spots left. So would love to have your energy there. It's a very affordable experience, $25. Would love to have your energy there if you'd like to explore a little bit more of what I do with the meditations and the readings, as well as the cards. Hope you guys have the most amazing week. Feel free to like and subscribe and share to my YouTube channel. If you like this, hit the bell, and we'll see you next week. Take care.